Well, hello. I am here on Fassen Avenue, or Fassen Street rather, in the Carondelet neighborhood at our latest project. And look at that. Look at that beautiful brick. I don't even know what this is called. I just call it yellow brick. It probably has a name. But what you'll notice if you get up close, these are really long and really skinny and completely and totally irreplaceable. You cannot go to the brickyard. I don't know if they even have brickyards anymore, but you cannot get more of those bricks, which is really, really cool. And I think they're absolutely stunning. And you can see we got some work to do above the window there. We have a lot of work to do, because if we didn't have work to do, there would be no point to this. So here we go. This used to be a two-family. It was converted at some point, I think probably in the early 2000s. And we have a lot of these tragic light fixtures, cheap, crappy light fixtures that will get replaced. I don't love this door, but we'll probably keep it. And we walk into this incredibly cramped, depressing entryway. And we're going to do some work in here to open this up a little bit and make this a little bit more appealing and feel a little bit better and feel a little bit more open and less like you're opening the door and walking into a wall. But anyway, we move into the living room. Now this house is about 1,800 square feet. According to the tax records, I think it's a little bit bigger than that, but we'll verify that, of course. But this is the living room. In here, this is a really simple job here. All we're going to do in here is paint the trim, paint the walls, paint the ceiling, get rid of this floor, this really noisy, incredibly cheap floor. We're going to pull this up, and there's beautiful hardwood under here. So we're going to refinish the original hardwood, probably. If not, we'll do something else. But then we come into what used to be, I guess would be considered the dining room. Back when this was a two-family, this would have been maybe the bedroom, like the only bedroom. I think one of the things that's interesting is when you look at these walls, you can see the width of it, and that's that's basically a 2x4 with 2 sheets of plywood, 2 sheets of 1/2 inch plywood, which means that's about a 4.5 inch wall, which means that this is largely framed with modern framing techniques. So I think it's a pretty good bet that there was a pretty major rehab here done in the 70s. And I know there was another pretty major rehab done in the early 2000s, and there was about to be another rehab done to this place, because it certainly is in need of some work. So this is the kitchen. Every bit of this is going to be gone. More kitchen, more random cabinets just hanging on the wall. Kind of a goofy layout in here at the back door right there. But this wall is going to get opened up in between the kitchen and this room. So this will become a sort of a family room area. You could use it as a dining room, but the important thing is it'll be open to the kitchen. This will actually be open to the greatest extent that we possibly can, without getting into too much, because this is essentially going to be a pretty light rehab as it goes. I know you're used to maybe seeing the videos where I walk through something without a ceiling, without electricity. We've actually got electricity. We've got no water coming into the property. A lot of things that we're not used to. So again, since this was a two-family, this was the first floor's bathroom. And this is a full bath that stays here. And this is, oh, hello, you can see I look like hell. I was mowing the grass before I started this video. But new tile, clean up the tub, all new flooring in here, probably a new toilet, definitely a new vanity and a new medicine cabinet or whatever we do there. Some repairs on the wall. We got old leaks that happened. We got a window there, but just cosmetics in here. And then that takes us to, let's go ahead and go in the backyard. There's not a whole lot to see out here, but look at that grass. I just mowed the grass. The backyard looked really terrible, and then all I did was mow it, and it looks so much better. So we've got some older HVAC that'll get upgraded. We've got a really nice 2-story deck, which in some ways looks like it's in bad shape. We got a missing railing here, but really it's quite solid and in quite good shape. And the things that are missing or in need of repair are pretty minor. We'll power wash it and put a nice dark finish on it, and it will look fantastic. We got some tuck pointing to do back here, but that's all doable stuff. All right, so let's go. I'm going to shut this door, and then we'll go upstairs. Now, one of the things that is really neat about this house is that it is a house that is going to sell in the neighborhood of about $200,000, and it's going to have 4 bedrooms, and that is a lot of bedrooms, and that's a lot of square footage for $200,000. So we are working, because we're not, this isn't a $500,000 house. If this house was in a different area, by the way, I think I mentioned we're in the Carondelet neighborhood. If this house was in a different neighborhood, it could potentially sell for more than double that, but it's not. So it's here. So we're going to keep it in that range, and we're going to keep our costs where they make sense. So again, throughout this project, it's going to be a pretty light rehab, keeping our scope relatively constrained, and we're going to create a really great product at a really great price point. So this Pepto-Bismol color obviously is going to get covered up. We'll do a nice neutral color all throughout the house, missing a bunch of light bulbs. This is the 2nd floor bathroom. I think we blew the light bulb, so you can't see it, but I can tell you it looks exactly like the one downstairs. And then we've got this other bedroom. This is probably the biggest bedroom. This is the bedroom that used to be the 2nd floor kitchen. And you can see there's actually a stairway that goes down to the actual kitchen of this house. So this makes for a really nice bedroom with sort of its own private entrance from the kitchen. And then the really neat thing about this bedroom is it has a deck. It's a very nice deck. There's plenty of room out here. You can drink your coffee out here. You can smoke your cigarettes or whatever it is that you like to smoke. You can smoke it out here. But look at that grass. Can't get over that. I enjoy cutting the grass every other Friday afternoon. All right, so that's 2 bedrooms, long hallway. The layout up here is, it's, here's a light. It's a little funky. It's a little weird. It's a little strange. But the fact of the matter is, you've got 4 bedrooms in this house, and they all work. The hallway is a little funky. There's a little funky jog as you walk in here. But at the end of the day, these bedrooms all make sense. They all have closets. Some really funky electrical stuff going on. We got to get that all cleaned up. But up here, again, just paint, new light fixtures. We'll put ceiling fans in the bedrooms. These windows are all in great shape. They definitely need to be cleaned up, though. New carpeting all throughout. So from the bottom of the set of stairs that we just came up, all the way through the 3rd floor, all brand new carpet. This is looking out on the street. You can't really see. I wanted to kind of give you a view of the street, but I think it's a really nice little block here on Fassen Avenue. All right, and I can't wait to get rid of this carpet because somebody's dog or cat like to pee on that landing, I think. And when it's 90 degrees up here, you can really smell it. So here we are on the 3rd floor. Short ceilings. We got these, these little gable thingies that come down and make the space, lights aren't working, makes the space a little more difficult to use, but it's great for an office. It's great for kids' bedrooms. It's great for a playroom for the kids. I don't think I've even looked in here. Yep, a little closet there. There's a lot of closets in this house, which is really, really great. And then another really nice closet there. But again, this is going to be a really light rehab. We're not going to go crazy, but we are going to make it look really, really amazing. We're going to take, oh boy, that dog pee smell is not pleasant. But probably take out a little bit of wall here to just kind of open this up and just make it a little bit less institutional feeling. And I think lighting, I think the only problem here is we got a bunch of light bulbs that are missing. But once we get new light fixtures in here and get paint on these walls and some nice neutral carpeting, this place is going to be fantastic. All right, and that is a tour of this new property. And one of the things that I like the most about this property is that this fits in really well with our mission, because this is, you know, if you're a family and you've got, I don't know, 4 or 5 kids, 3 kids even, and you need this much space, or if you are somebody who works from home, or maybe you have, you know, parents living with you or something like that. If you're in that situation where you need this much space, it's hard to find that in the $200,000 range. And if you do find it, it's going to be something like what you're looking at, which is, you know, kind of a dump with finishes that look terrible and flooring that's coming up and cracked tile and some issues with your plumbing and all of that. But when we're done with this, you're going to have a house that's in the $200,000 range, and it's going to look really, really nice. It's going to be a really, really nice looking house, and it's going to have a lot of space, and it's going to be something that will accommodate that family who doesn't have a huge budget, the family who doesn't have a $450,000 budget, but still needs this amount of space. So I love the mission aspect of this project. We have another project going on right now that is kind of the opposite. It's you know, it's a big house and it's going to sell for a big number, but this is something that's going to do the opposite. It's going to be a great fit for our mission. I'm super excited about it. You know how to reach me if you want to get involved. We're always looking for folks to help us with these projects in many different ways. So give me a call, 314-265-0015. You can also email me. That's Jeff@essentialstl.com. Again, Jeff@essentialstl.com.